Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Too many businesses fall into the trap of always believing that the most expensive solution or how expensive a solution is will determine how better it is, or because it is expensive, it is better. But you know what? They may be right. But no. My name is Ebot Elvis Ako. I am a technology analyst and an IT digital transformation specialist and also an entrepreneur. I run a platform called Origin 365, which is a digital media and technology solutions platform that's there to help entrepreneurs gain visibility and also help them, including startups and SMEs, to make the right tech solution. So if you've been following me for a while or reading my articles, you'll find out I mostly talk about automation, digital transformation, like businesses adopting green solutions. So in today's video, we are going to be very brief. I just want to show you a presentation about what to consider when finding a tech solution. Nowadays in the market there are so many tech solutions. And it keeps coming out every day. It makes sometimes people get confused. They start believing that because something is expensive, it means it is better. The essence of this video is not entirely to disprove that, but also to inform them that it is not always the case. So finding a right tech solution for you doesn't necessarily depend on budget. So there are three things you have to bear in mind when finding that, which is relevancy, how relevant it is to your business, and second, reliability, is it a reliable solution, and return on investment. You should get your money for what you are using. You should be satisfied with what you're using, depending on when you pay for it. So you don't need to pay for something and then you start regretting later because probably it didn't meet your need, and so on. So I'm going to walk you through a short slide explaining the various steps and the various things you need to consider when finding a tech solution. So without much ado, let's dive in. Okay guys, so this is our presentation. This is basically the first slide, where it just introduces you to what we are going to talk about. So as you can see here, is choosing the right business solution. It's not about the price tag. So we go to the next slide, which is the introduction. So I believe you already know a bit about me. I made mention of that when we started earlier. So I love to help businesses like yours adopt and implement the right technological solution. So head over to the next slide. What truly makes a great solution? And there are 7 key points that I'm going to talk about very brief in the subsequent slides. So the very first one is the relevance to your business. Second, robustness and reliability. We have ease of use, that's user friendliness. We have security and data, customization and integration, affordability over time, and vendor support and scalability. You see, investing in business tools and system businesses, but if you don't know what to look for, you might end up paying more and gaining very little. That is why it's important to know the qualities of any great business. So the very first one is relevance to your business. So ask yourself this question: does this tool, that's the tool you want to buy, does this tool solve the specific problem in your business? So it's worth noting that you should avoid solutions that come with this kind of fancy features you will never use. You don't need a rush when all you want is a reliable motorbike to get the job done. So a good solution should fit your industry, your team, and your goals. So we'll go over real quick to the second, which is for robustness and reliability. So with robustness and reliability, a good solution should be stable, should be dependable, and should withstand daily operations without the frequent crashes, breakdown. So with this, we need to find a responsive vendor who is timely with maintenance and upgrades, not those who will come and set it up and then you never see them again. I think it's always important to look for something that undergoes daily updates, upgrades, and so on. It is very important, especially a system that is reliable and ensures minimal disruptions to your business. I mean, you don't want to suffer downtimes, high downtimes. Now, the next is ease of use. That's friendliness. You want a solution people can easily use. So why does it matter? Is because complicated systems increase resistance from staff. So simplicity will ensure a faster adoption and few errors. So it is very important because when something is easy to use, many people would like to use it and learn about it and be efficient because of so it's always good to look out for this because it will really matter for your team. No matter how powerful a system is, if it is not user friendly, people will not use it, and that will be waste of funds buying something people are not gonna use. I mean, people are trained. People should be able to use tools, not tools using people. So that's that. So we head over to the next real quick, which is security and data protection. No, we cannot overemphasize on this. I may mention that security is very important. You need a system that is secure. So if not, if people have to break inside your system, it's going to be catastrophic. And data as I mentioned here, data is like the soul of a company. Data is like the soul of a company. Most companies pay huge for data and companies lose huge for the same data. So you need a system that is secure. So you have to look for something that inbuilt protection, system that inbuilt protection against fraud, tampering, or data loss. So prioritize aspects such as encryption, multi-factor authentication, and backups. I mean, the system should support all of this. It's very important to look out for this. We go over to the next, which is customization and integration. So a good solution should adapt to your workflow, not force you to change everything. That means before you get this system, you already have an existing ones running, or you have existing applications that are going. So whatever you're bringing in, it will be something that will synchronize with the existing infrastructure. You don't want something that you will bring and you'll be forced to disrupt every other thing because of the new one you're bringing. So you have to check whether it integrates with your point of sale, that's both your accounting system, your CRM, or any other inventory management tool. Flexibility is a key here. Yes, flexibility is a key here. So it's good to always ask your vendor or service provider if it is going to simultaneously sync with your existing system without causing more problems and so on. So we go to the next, which is affordability over time, cost of ownership. And there are 4 elements to look here, which is training, maintenance, licensing, upgrades. So this is a place where many people get to go. You don't just focus on purchase price. Look at the total cost of ownership. That is, it includes these four things. You want something that delivers value year after year, not just the money. There are some solutions where licensing, just to renew a license, is even more expensive than the time you were buying it. There are others where maintenance fees may not be told. You see, you start using it, then you discover that when you have a problem, there's a huge maintenance fee coming there. Or in the case of upgrades, each time your vendor has to upgrade or update the system, you also need to upgrade your hardwares. With every update on the system, it comes with hardware incompatibility. So you find out that you have to spend some money to improve your hardware and all of that. So you have to put these into place to really look at it, to ensure that in years to come you don't get you still get the same value for probably the same amount you are spending. Now we go to vendor support and scalability. Now we understand that even the best tools do have problems, and they come with small bugs and hiccups, but and this is very important here, that you have a reliable vendor, not just those kind of vendors that you only see them on the day that you are setting up the system. After that, they disappear. You never hear about them again. There's a downtime, the system is down, you are calling them, they are not coming. So you need a vendor who's responsive to issues, because like I said here, good vendors provide onboarding, troubleshooting, timely and regular updates. It's very important for this. You don't want to have a huge downtime, because when a system is downtime, especially an enterprise system, it is costly for the company. And so you want a vendor that will always give you that timely intervention. So with this, you can do a small survey even before going to them. Do a small survey. You can visit their website, visit their customer reviews, and get what other people are saying about them, because it is very important. Now, in the domain of scalability, you want a system where you can grow with it. Sometimes changing a system in mid-air can be really catastrophic. I mean, you have a system that has been working for you for quite some time and it's perfect, and then you want to change because probably it doesn't support more users, and you need to bring in a new system. Personally, I advise people that it's always good to change system when it's not working. You don't change an entire system when it is still working. So that is why it is very important to find system that scales as your business expands. So maybe as more users get to join your business, you only just need to pay a small subscription fee so that you can accommodate more people. You don't need again to change the entire infrastructure, because it can be something very bad for the business when you just change things in mid-air. So that was it, and here's my final advice. Like I mentioned earlier, the best solution isn't the one with the biggest brand name or price tag. Is the one that solves your problem effectively, securely, and sustainably. So I put down here that the best solution should, and I emphasize that it should fit your needs, it should grow with you, it should protect your data, and it should bring lasting value. So I put an example: avoid the trap of expensive things is equals to effectiveness. No, it is not applicable here. A high price might reflect the brand or complexity, but it's not always useful. So it's always good to match the solution to your business size, complexity, and growth stage. These are very key things to look into, because if you don't follow it, you might end up paying for something huge that necessarily doesn't relate with your business, and you incur a huge loss, waste of time, and all that. So that was it for our presentation. I'll be glad to know what you think. If you have anything in mind, you can leave it in the comments. And if you have any questions, any doubts, or you need help finding the right solution for your business, irrespective of whatever industry you find yourself, fintech, oil and gas, and all of that, I'm always ready to respond to your questions. I understand that in the market nowadays there is a lot of lots of uh, business solutions, tech solutions, and they keep coming out every day, making it so difficult for people to identify what really works for them. For my case, most times when I am confused about what to take, or I'm not so sure, I just follow price. I just follow price, because I used to believe that the more expensive something is, the better it is. That has changed over the years. As I try different things, I get to notice that sometimes the best thing is just so cheap, and because of ignorance, most people will not know. You spend money, and finally you will not really get that satisfaction that you had. I used to work in a company, and when the company implements these new solutions, and probably some of us are complaining that it is not working as we wanted. Yeah, the managers always telling us that, no, we paid for this, we paid millions and millions for this, we have to use it, and so on. So it is just to tell us that it is not the amount of money that you spend on a system that will make it that means it is better. You may spend money and you still not attain your objective, in as much as you've not considered these key 3 things in mind, which I talked about in the opening of this video. I said, bear in mind relevancy, reliability, and return on investment. These 3 things are very important when finding a technology solution. So that rounds up our video. Also, I've also written a book titled Automate to Elevate, a non-tech guide to business process of automation. So you can check that out on Amazon. I'm also going to link the link here. You can check it out on my Amazon. It's going to help you as an entrepreneur, as a startup, or as an SME to adopt the right business process automation tools. And in that book, you also have all the best that I've reviewed, and I've put there. There are even free ones you can try out before getting into paid one. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments. You can also send me an email. I'll put the email in the description. You can also visit us via my website, which is www.origin365.com, and I'll be so happy to hear from you. We can talk and reach a conclusion. The objective is to get you for you to get the benefit of your money. I mean, if you're paying for something, you should really enjoy the full benefit of it without any regret. So don't go and spend your money on something that at the end you start regretting, probably because you felt as it is expensive, the better. But no, don't put that in your mind. Go for what works for you, and this is the essence of this video. So thank you very much, and till then, we'll keep in touch. Peace.